Good morning. Welcome to the WEX Wakeup for Wednesday, May 3rd. I'm Christy Matino. In Texas, a days-long manhunt has finally come to an end. Police arrested a suspect in connection with a mass shooting in Cleveland, Texas that left 5 dead. 38-year-old Francisco Oropeza was arrested on Tuesday.
Bottom line is, we now have this man in custody. He was caught hiding in a closet underneath some laundry. They effectively made the arrest. He is uninjured, and he is currently being taken to my facility in Cold Springs.
Oropeza is accused of taking an AR-15 rifle and shooting 5 family members, including a 9-year-old boy, after his neighbors asked him to stop shooting his gun in the backyard so they could sleep. He's an illegal immigrant, having been deported 4 times between 2009 and 2016. Oropeza is being charged with 5 counts of murder and being held on a $5 million bond. And the Department of Justice has made more than 200 arrests in an international dark web trafficking scheme. The team made 288 arrests in its Operation Spectre, which cracked down on the trafficking of fentanyl and other opioids. The operation also saw the seizure of 117 firearms, 850 kilograms of drugs, and roughly $53 million in cash and virtual currencies. And the debt ceiling battle now has a soft deadline of June 1st, and that's less than a month away. The House has passed a debt ceiling bill Senate Democrats have called dead on arrival in the upper chamber. Biden has invited McCarthy, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell to the White House to discuss the impending default. Washington Examiner White House reporter Hasten Willis tells us the Biden administration still doesn't seem to be in a compromising mood.
President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy have agreed to meet on May 9th over raising the debt ceiling. However, the White House insists there has been absolutely no change in its policy and that it will only accept a clean raise to the debt limit. I asked White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre how Biden plans to persuade his congressional counterpart.
On the debt ceiling, you've talked about this is Congress's duty, we're not a deadbeat nation, all that kind of stuff, but what's the president's plan to convince McCarthy of this? What do you plan to do to get him over to your side and convince him to see things that way?
Well, the question is to Speaker McCarthy. What has changed? The question to Speaker McCarthy is, in the last administration, he voted 3 times to deal with the debt ceiling. So the question is to him, what's changed under this administration?
If an agreement is not reached, the U.S. could default on its debt as early as June the 1st. At the White House, I'm Hasten Willis for the Washington Examiner.
And that's the news on the WEX Wake Up. Be sure to follow us online and on social media so you stay in the know of all the headlines trending in politics.